Boo-too! Yesterday was Valentine's Day, so happy belated Valentine's Day to the rest of you guys. And not only was it Valentine's Day, it is also the premiere of the second half of Season 6 of The Walking Dead! Yay, guys! It's back! Anyway, we're gonna continue it off. It's, The Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 9, titled No Way Out. And, I don't know, it's been a while. I don't know if you guys remember what happened the last one, where, I'm gonna get to the main points of what happened in the last episode. Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha are on their way back to Alexandria, but they are stopped by an armed group on a bunch of Harleys, which kind of reminds me of a group that Daryl and Merle would have been with. I'm not gonna lie to you. But, like, yeah, they're confronted by a group of bikers. They're, like, heavily armed. And it is revealed that they are the saviors who happen to be under the control of someone, as we all know, as Negan. I'm not gonna get into Negan because everyone knows who the fuck Negan is. If you don't know who freaking Negan is, then get the hell out of here. But anyway, also from the last episode, we remember Deanna. She was bitten, and instead of like shooting herself, she goes on a last stand against the walkers so Rick's group can escape the house. And, Rick, Michonne, Carl, with little Judith, Father Gabriel, Jesse, and Ron, and I think Sam? Was his name Sam? Yeah, Sam. All 8 of them are escaping, the house, and, from what I remember, they took 2 walkers, and, basically covered themselves in sheets and walker guts and blood so they could walk out of the house. And if you guys remember, freaking Sam wouldn't shut up. He's like, Mom, Mom, Mom! And, Tara, Rosita, Eugene are in the same area as Carol and Morgan. If you guys remember, Carol and Morgan were fighting each other. And basically, long story short, Morgan knocks Carol out. He feels guilty about it to the point where he lets his guard down. And the wolf that's also there with Tara, Rosita, Eugene, and Denise, the wolf takes advantage, knocks out Morgan, and basically kidnaps Denise. So Tara, Rosita, and Eugene are there with an unconscious Carol and unconscious Morgan, while Denise is kidnapped by a wolf. So, starting off, the Saviors, here for episode 9, the Saviors, they're all threatening Abraham, Sasha, and Daryl, and they're like, give us your firearms and stuff, and Daryl easily, for some oddball reason, Daryl easily just gives up his gun. He's like, here you go, and Sasha, she's like, but she gives it regardless, and then you see Abraham, like, trying to stare down the dude. He's like, right? I thought that was pretty funny, but of course, leave it to Abraham to be the one that takes forever to get the gun, right? And, basically, the lead dude in the Saviors, he's like, so, he basically tells one of the biker dudes, hey, go with Daryl. He doesn't know Daryl's name naturally. He's like, just go with that dude, which is Daryl. Go look in the back of their truck and work their way forward. Take everything they have, right? So, one of the bikers goes with Daryl in the back and all that stuff. You got Sasha and Abraham there confronting the rest of the bikers. And basically, the main dude who's talking in the bikers is like, he's about to kill Sasha and Abraham. But a part of me is like, it's a little too quiet with Daryl and that one biker. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? So either Daryl killed that biker or the biker killed Daryl. I don't know. But anyway, just before the dude manages to kill Sasha and Abraham, the whole entire biker gang just blows up in a ball of fire, and we're like, Daryl did it, didn't he, right? A lot of people are like me, I'm like, Daryl must have done something, because he was way too quiet back there with that one biker dude, I'm just saying. But all of a sudden, you know, the group of bikers blows up, and it turns out freaking Daryl is the one that not only, apparently back there, Daryl was having apparently the world's quiet struggle, because we didn't hear anything from Daryl and that one biker dude the moment they went in the back of the truck, right? But apparently back there, he was in a scuffle with him, and the biker dude managed, like, to cut him in the back and all that shit, and, but he manages to kill the dude, and then he ends up killing the rest of the biker gang using, Abraham's rocket launcher, which was like the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. I was about to say, I remember Abraham I'm not sure if it was the last episode or the one before that. I remember Abraham did take a rocket launcher and several little missiles over there, and it's like, I wonder if Daryl got a hold of that, or the biker dude that was with him, because there was a rocket launcher back there. But anyway, back in Alexandria, while Rick, Carl, Michonne, Father Gabriel, Jesse, and her 2 sons are walking out, Rick has a slight change of plan, because originally he wanted all 7 of them covered in walker guts and blood. He wanted all 7 of them to walk from Jesse's house to the armory. But instead he changed his plans. Like, they stopped somewhere near the middle, and he's like, instead of going to the armory, let's go to the vehicles that we left at the quarry. All 7 of us will take a vehicle, and we'll try to lead the walkers all the way back to the quarry instead of being here in Alexandria. And while that's all happening, Father Gabriel is like, Judith should not be doing this, it's Judith, she's a baby, she's defenseless, right? And, they agree, and Father Gabriel actually volunteers to leave the group and take Judith with him underneath the blanket, right? The bed sheet, and take Judith to the safety of his church. Rick is reluctant because, of course, it's his daughter, right? But he's like, don't worry, I'll make it to the church safely with Judith safely, I promise. So Father Gabriel hides Judith underneath and, takes him safely to the church. While the others are they change the plan to try to go all the way to the quarry. And basically, we also see the wolf, who's still in Alexandria with Denise. He's trying to formulate a plan with Denise to escape Alexandria together. And we see that the wolf is somewhat having a change of heart. I'm not gonna lie, because he seems kind of different than a ruthless wolf that we all remember from the previous episodes. And just as the walkers are distracted, he sees a path for him and Denise to go up a ladder and get out of there. Denise is surrounded from a few walkers. And I guess he manages to have, amazing change of heart, because instead of escaping by himself and leaving Denise to the walkers, he goes back for Denise and, knocks out the walkers only to get bitten in the arm. So, that's interesting turnout that the wolf, instead of, just leaving Denise to that walker, he manages to, go back and save her, and in the process, he ends up getting bitten in the arm by another walker nearby. And during that whole thing, Denise being such a good woman, she got kidnapped by a walker and all that stuff. She's she manages to convince the wolf to come with her to the infirmary so she could save him, probably chop off his arm because it got bitten, right? And, while they're heading toward there, a good chunk of walkers manage to surround Denise again. And he manages to save her again, only to get shot at least twice by Carol, who's on the 2nd floor of the building nearby. And you actually hear the wolf telling her to go, run, save yourself and all that stuff. And it's I kind of feel for this wolf guy, because he's actually having a change of heart. This is the 2nd time that this wolf in particular manages to save Denise. He didn't have to save Denise. I don't know if it's a secondary motive, he wants to bring the doctor lady over to the other wolves, or he just wants the doctor because she can help him. Hang on for a sec. I'm sorry about that. I was, about to sneeze. But anyway, during that whole thing, it made me feel, I kind of felt for the wolf. I mean, like I said, he saved Denise twice, and the first time he saved Denise, he ends up getting bitten himself. He could have straight up just left her to the walker the first time, but no. He saves her, he ends up getting bitten. He could have left her again the second time when they're going to the infirmary, but no, he manages to, even getting shot by Carol, he manages to tackle the walker so that Denise could just run away, which I think he had a change of heart. I don't know if it's a second motive. I don't know if he wanted the doctor for the rest of the wolves or for himself. Or he legitimately had a change of heart. I don't know, but it was a really good turnout for the wolf. I'm just saying. But anyway, back to Rick's group. During that whole thing, you see Sam, poor little Sam, he's starting to panic, and you actually could hear Carol's words that she said to him in the past about walkers in his head, and it's like, so in technicality wise, the reason why Sam completely panics is because of what Carol told him. So technically it was Carol's fault, if you think about it, because Carol's the one that totally spooked Sam about the whole monsters will eat you while you're alive and all that stuff, if I remember those words correctly. And Sam completely panics, despite the fact that, the mom's trying to get him to calm down. You even could see the brother Ron trying to calm him down. He's like, you can't hear him, but you could slightly strain. If you strain, you can actually hear him in the background, because when he panics, Sam tunes everybody out, basically. The walkers are tuned out, kind of, and the people around him are tuned out, so he can't really hear everybody. But you could see, because they pan the camera to the mom and the brother, and you could see that they're trying to, talk to him a little bit, try to stop Sam from panicking. But Carol's words are still in his head, and he starts to panic, and he starts crying. And because he starts crying, the walkers apparently, I don't know, I didn't really hear much from Sam, but apparently Sam was crying enough for the walkers to actually notice him. Or I don't know if the walkers could smell tears, I don't know, but I don't know if Sam's crying was loud or something, or if they could smell tears, or I don't know, but the walkers got to poor Sam while he's panicking and crying, and they start devouring him right in front of Jessie, because she's holding her son's hand. Jessie, unfortunately, because she's witnessing her youngest son get eaten in front of her, she starts screaming her head off because she witnesses her son being eaten, and because she starts screaming, she's drawing more of the walkers toward them, and then they manage to get her too, and she's being devoured. And while she's getting eaten, unfortunately, she refuses to let go of Carl's hand, and because of that, walkers are getting closer and closer to Carl, because Jessie literally has Carl in a death grip, right? And the walkers are devouring her, and there's you see this one walker heading toward her, right? And you could tell that since she's connected to Carl could instantly become the next victim because of it, right? And so Rick, of course he's freaking out because Jessie's being eaten in front of him, sees the fact that Carl could possibly be the next victim because he's in death grip with Jessie and she won't let go. So he has no choice but to hack off her hand so Carl can get set free and he won't get devoured too by the walkers eating Jessie. And it's just damn. And I feel a little bit for Ron, because come on, his dad was killed by Rick, right? And then during this whole little plan, Rick's plan, his little brother ends up getting devoured in front of his face, even though he's trying to stop his brother from panicking. He's like, Sam, look at me, Sam, look at me, look at mom, or stuff like that. And not only that, and then he sees his mom screaming her head off and seeing her get killed, and then he sees Rick chop off her hand. I kind of feel for him on this, I'm not gonna lie, but what he does next kind of was unnecessary. I can understand why he's distraught and panicking after witnessing his little brother and mom get eaten, but he didn't have to do what he did, and I will explain in the next video because I'm slightly running out of time. But I will explain everything else in the episode, so I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.